Hi there, welcome to Houston DIY. In this video we're checking out this, the not Samsung Smartwatch Ultra. Okay, so on the channel I've reviewed a few different watches, mostly cheap ones from China, from AliExpress basically, some from Temu as well. So these are kind of copies. They're not really faked because they're not advertised as Apple or Samsung. They're just copies of Apple and Samsung designs. So I've got one here. This is, I did this before, link above. It's basically a Smartwatch Ultra, an Apple Smartwatch Ultra kind of copy. So they're really good if you just want to wear them maybe as a fashion accessory rather than as a 24/7, 365-day kind of smartwatch. In terms of durability, obviously the materials are used aren't as good. The operating system isn't as good, and they're not going to be. So this one is the copy of the Samsung Smartwatch Ultra. So I've seen the Samsung one. I've currently got the Watch 5 Pro. That's the one I've currently got. Really good watch. I looked at the Watch Ultra. I don't really need it because this one is really, really good. It's a lot of money, but I really like the new design of it. I know the new design of the Samsung Watch Ultra is a little bit controversial. Some people saying it's a square kind of body with a round face, but I actually like it. I like the look of it. And if I didn't have this watch already, I would have probably gone for it. But because I like the style and I was looking on AliExpress, I saw this and thought I'll buy it and we'll review it basically and see what it's actually like. So in this video, we're going to unbox it, check it out, get it set up, see what it can do, see what it can't do, check out the build quality, wearability, things like that in this first video. I may do a follow-up just to confirm it's the durability of it, if it's lasted, if it's set on fire, anything like that. We'll see, won't we? But first up, let's get it unboxed here. We'll get another camera set up and get a real close-up look at what you get inside the box. Okay, so here we go. Sleek black box, black design. Looks quite smart actually. I think if you didn't know, you wouldn't know, if you know what I mean. 47mm confirmed on the side there, you might not be able to see that. And there we have it in the box. So that's the watch body itself. It's quite chunky actually. Let's see what else we get inside here. So if you look there, I'll show that camera. Got a watch strap. Inside there, you can order this in different colours, black, different materials. I went for the black silicon rather than the bright oranges. Stand out a little bit too much, the orange I think sometimes. But yeah, gone for the black silicon, so that's super, super soft. I guess with these silicon bands, it's kind of time really tells in terms of how good they are really. But it's got the similar system to the Samsung Watch Ultra with a clip-on magnet one that clips in, so it should be hopefully okay. That feels like a plastic, so it's a plastic clasp there for the actually tying that. That might not be a bad thing, to be honest with you. I know this one, for example, is metal and it can scratch or catch quite easily on things, the metal can. So it can damage other things, and this has become scratched as well. So having plastic might not be bad. I guess durability wise, not the best material. So this is the watch device itself. Just to confirm as well, sorry I didn't confirm it before, got the watch charger in there, and I think we've got a couple of instructions. Yeah, the operating guide in there. I don't think there's anything else. Let me just confirm a couple of things from the manual. Okay, let's get the plastic off this and have a proper good look at the actual watch. See what it looks like. I obviously don't have the Watch Ultra to compare it to directly. I have seen it in Curry's, I had a look at it. Was it Curry's? Somewhere, I've seen it somewhere physically. Which is what made me actually like the actual Samsung one. Okay, so out of some of these watches I've had before, it's got a screen protector on as well. Yeah, it does have, it's got a screen protector already installed on there because there's a couple of bubbles in it. So some of the watches I've reviewed before, I can already tell the build quality of this is really, really good. Obviously the materials there, the metal work on the outside is not going to be kind of titanium that's used on the newer watches, I wouldn't have thought. But it feels really solid. It did mention, it said on the website on AliExpress that it was waterproof. So I don't know how true that is, but anyway, let's put these straps to see how it works. Okay, just like that, that's pretty cool. Just like that. And there's a button, oh, just there, that releases the strap. and it pushes back in. That's quite cool, nice and easy, nice and simple. Let me take the Samsung Watch off. Okay, so it's looking nice. I like it. I do like that square box design and then the dial in the middle. Let's just press a button, hold it, see if it turns on. We might need to charge it first, perhaps. Okay, it's coming on now. So I'll hold it up towards that camera. Okay, so we'll go. What I'll do is I'll set this up, just fly through it, and then I'll come back and confirm a couple of bits. Okay, so when you first turn on the actual watch, you're presented with the information about the watch itself. And I'm going to take that off actually rather than have it on my wrist, so I can just hold it up if I need to hold it up. So information about the watch itself, about the model number, etc. And then at the bottom, you're then presented with a QR code, which QR code is used to set the actual watch up. And the application it uses is called Fit Cloud Pro. So the Fit Cloud Pro application is used across tons of different smartwatches. I think it's, of all of them I've done, I think it's Fit Cloud Pro has been the one that's used across all of them. So it's kind of a generic watch application to manage smartwatches. So what I'll do, let me just log into this application, then I will screen record just to show you. Okay, I'm inside the application now. Hopefully I'll put this over here somewhere so you can watch it. So we're in the Fit Cloud Pro app. I've logged in an existing account. We'll enable location services, but what I'm going to do, let's go into the device section. You see I've had an old watch there, the K52. So let's connect a new watch. I've just got rid of the old one out of there because we don't need that now. So I'm going to go to bind device. It's found one there, which I would assume is this one. Let me just check the MAC addresses. Yeah, the MAC addresses do match up. So I'm going to click connect, and then that's now binding from the phone to the watch. Let me just show you, it's asking for permission just to bind. As you can see on the screen there, there is some firmware to upgrade. So let's just upgrade that now. So it's really good, positive sign that obviously they're releasing further firmware for these devices, so they kind of supported further, which is great for such a cheap device. Just to confirm, I actually got this one for £16. If you do a little bit of scouting around on AliExpress, you tend to find that the product you're looking for is offered even cheaper somewhere else. So that's one tip on AliExpress, just kind of shop around a little bit and see what you can find. So that's just downloading and installing the software now on the new firmware. Okay, as you can see, it's fully uploaded now, all done. So on the latest firmware, just so in the application, first of all, you can manage everything in there, all the settings. I'm not going to go into the full details now, but there's tons of stuff you can do on these watches. Sometimes more than you can do on like the Apple or Samsung watches, some of the features they put in, which is really, really cool. So you've got there things like the wrist preference. So obviously I'm going to put that to right. So I wear it on my right wrist. Tons of stuff. I think there's too much to go into there at the moment. There is wallet support. Okay, so you can put your PayPal QR code in there to receive money. That's quite cool. So that's that there. So what we can do is if we shake the watch, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So they're the little features that you can do. So on the watch itself, what I'm going to do is I'll get a couple of close-up shots of the watch. It's quite difficult probably to see from the camera from there, but you can see hopefully I've got the watch face, the main watch face loaded there, and then you've got the actual control over the watch with a touchscreen. Seems quite responsive, maybe not as responsive as an Apple Watch or one of the Samsung watches, but definitely responsive. You've then got the buttons as well on the side, so you've got the two buttons, top and bottom, and then the dial. Oh, I don't think it is a dial. Oh, it is a dial, I think. Okay, no, it's not a dial. I don't think it spins. It is just a physical button in the middle there. But in terms of the actual design of it, the buttons, the outside, the actual bezel, the actual screen, it goes all the way to the edge. There's no black line around there on the bezel, which is really good to see. Because some of the smartwatches do have increased bezel on them in terms of the cheaper ones, sorry. So it's really good to see. You've got all these sensors on the back of it. You've got the heart rate monitor on the back of there. And as I mentioned previously, it did say it was water resistant, but I don't know whether I would trust it. I didn't see it in the instruction manual. I only saw it on AliExpress, so I probably wouldn't go running in it or have a shower. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just get a couple of close-ups here of the actual watch. I'll navigate through some of the screens just to show you what you can do on the watch, and then we'll do a little bit of a first impression summary. Okay, did some close-up shots there, just showed the UI, just how it works, how you can navigate through, go into the settings. There's tons and tons of stuff in there to look at, to be honest with you. Loads of features. Obviously, it's got all the basics built in, touch like step counter, heart rate monitor. I didn't even mention that, but it does have the basics built in. In terms of accuracy compared to higher valued other brands, I'm not so sure whether it'd be up there, but I think for a general kind of fitness watch, I think you can't really go wrong, especially for the price. That's the main thing with this. Literally £16 on AliExpress. You will pay more for it if you try and get them like on Amazon, for example, if Amazon sell them, or in the UK or in your country sites. You would need to get it from AliExpress, Temu, something like that, to get it at that low price. But overall, really, really impressed with the build, with the actual UI, with the actual usability, connecting to the phone application, really, really easy to do. And I will wear this lots. It's a different looking watch to the Samsung Watch 5 Pro that I've got. It's a different looking watch to the Apple Ultra as well, totally different kind of build, layout, button layout, etc. Really, really good. So yeah, definitely will wear this. One of the reasons I didn't wear the cheaper smartwatches previously was I do my step counting through a watch, but I recently got the Samsung Galaxy Ring recently, so I'll link to that video up here. But that does all my step counting, heart rate monitor, that links into my Samsung Health application. Obviously, you can't link these devices into Samsung Health or your Apple Health applications or ecosystems because they're not those devices. But overall, really, really impressed. Actually, I'm really impressed. Even the Apple Watch Ultra copies, you can kind of tell, you know what I mean, they're obviously a little bit gimmicky. This one though, the build quality, I'm really, really surprised with it. It's really good, it's really solid, it's quite heavy. And I will use this now. I'll use this for a couple of weeks, see how we get on with it, and maybe do a follow-up video on this. So if you liked the video, found it informative at least, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If not for any reason, give it a thumbs down. Let me know in the comment section why. Any questions about the watch, anything you want me to try out on it for the next video, anything like that, drop it in the comment section. I will reply to all questions and comments in there. If you want to follow the Houston DIY journey for more tech reviews, product reviews, giveaways, home DIY projects, and much, much more, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.